Hey everyone, it's Thea. Welcome back to Garden Goddess Tarot. Oop. Amazing. Love that candle. I am super impressed with that. I will be making more of those. I love how it looks like it's like burning inside the house as the windows get revealed. Anyway, super fun. Okay, back on track. Hey, how's it going? I'm Thea. You know this. Okay. Today's video is going to be a video about decks. I've had an incredibly generous, sweet and wonderful gift arrive from Mari in the Sky, Marisa, creator of the Gentle Tarot, and it came in this huge box, and I think there's a lot of wonderful goodies in here. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna have a look at them. I'm absolutely blown away by how sweet and generous she is, after having sent me the prototype copy for her new Oracle deck, My Friend Fire, which is kickstarting as we speak. It looks like it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to get all the cards, honestly, and I can't wait to start putting it together with the Gentle Tarot, because I am like the last person on the planet to get to experience that one. So I'm really excited to put them together and pair them and really see how they go. But if you want to see more about this deck, the last video is a good place to go have a look, and I'll also link the Kickstarter, which has like 2 days left to go at this point, and there's so much on that Kickstarter, so much. And like there's combo pairings with different editions of the Gentle Tarot, as well as a bunch of other add-ons. Like, it is a very in-depth, well put together Kickstarter campaign. She knows what she's doing, I will say. So we're gonna go through this box of lovely goodies from Mari, and I also have a couple of other decks that I picked up recently to have a flip through and look at, and I'm really excited about them, and I think at least one of them you'll really like. The other one is an experiment as well. So without any further ado, let's get into this box. Let's have a look. It's all wonderfully packaged. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. Okay, wow. So first off, we have the big regular edition of the Gentle Tarot. I think this is the matte edition as well. Let's pull it out. It's in this lovely canvas bag. The Gentle Tarot, Heal Yourself, Heal the Earth. So Mari is an incredible indigenous creator from Alaska. The Gentle Tarot's been around for a few years. Has it been 3? Is it 3 years old? Mari, correct me if you're there in the comments. How old is she? I feel like she's about 3. So this is it here, absolutely gorgeously matte edged. It's a lovely, it's not like a rose petally matte, it's a soft matte. It's really, really quite nice. We'll do a flip through that. Oh, I'm so excited to do a flip through. I haven't actually like really gotten in depth to get to know it. Yeah, I've had a copy in my hands one time. A friend of mine, hey Sarah, if you're there, she brought it over one time and I had a look at it and I got to experience it that way, but I haven't actually like really jumped in yet. So I'm excited to see what that's about. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's also 2 other editions in here. So I've got all 3 of them. I've got the tinned mini version, which is matte also. And I think this is the mini linen edition, which I think is a bit bigger in size than this one, but is linen. This one's matte, it's full tarot size, and this is a pocket one in a tin. So there's a couple of different editions that you can choose from, always available from her, as well as I forget which ones are with the Kickstarter campaign. There's just so many tiers you can pledge at. And the other thing that she does that's really nice is she has a sliding scale as well for the My Friend Fire deck too. So if you're on, like if you're a bit more strapped for cash but you want to support, there is a low entry level one, and then if you've got a bit extra, you can sort of give a bit extra to help support, you know, everybody. It's a really beautiful and honest and genuine way to go about it, and I like that. Oh my gosh, there's so much in this box, Mari! And her guidebook, her companion guidebook, which is usually sold separately because it is a chunk. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's like 340 pages of meaning. So we'll get into that once we go through the cards. I want to read 1 or 2 of those just to see. I've heard good things about it as well. Okay, and yeah, oh my gosh. She also threw in a couple of her beautiful spread cloths, which I think are add-ons for the Kickstarter campaign as well. There's this beautiful black one, which I love, and it's the one that the My Friend Fire came wrapped in. So I have 2. So that's giving me an idea. That is giving me an idea. Hold on. And this beautiful burgundy one. Oh my gosh, this color speaks to my soul, which is so beautiful. So yeah, we've got all sorts of beautiful botanicals and local flora and fauna. We've got a salmon, some mountains, the symbols for each of the suits, I think, are right along here. Simple, gorgeous, beautiful. I think husband referred to the other one he saw. He's like, oh, bandana. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's what they're used for. Like, for me, there's breadcloths, but... Okay, so as I said, I've got 2 of these, and I have 3 copies of the Gentle Tarot, which I'm not sure I need all 3. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway. I've never done one officially on the channel before, so... but I think that's the right thing to do. Hold on. We have, oh, look at this. Cute little journal. And this is definitely was going to be an add-on for the Kickstarter campaign as well. Stunningly gorgeous. Intentions and desires. I am worthy. This book belongs to you. Cute little hardcover, little ribbon. Ah, adorable. And some of her postcards of her art are there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Cutest little otter guy. The salmon. Yeah, those are all from the Gentle Tarot. The moon. So cute. Okay, wow. Sorry, in my brain. Let's focus. Giveaway. I'll probably keep one. So I think towards the end of the video, I'll tell you how to enter for the giveaway, but I'll be giving away a copy of the Gentle Tarot and a spread cloth and probably some stickers as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, those are so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm a sucker for stickers. I like how there's multiples of each card. These are the majors, I believe. I think. Oh, and then oh no, that's all of them. Oh my gosh. And there's multiples of each. I hate it when you get like a strip of tarot stickers and there's only one of each card, so that like if you want to use them for your journaling to keep track of your card pulls, you're really kind of out of luck once you already used the sticker once. Yeah, that's the whole deck. Yep, it is. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay, wow. And another journal. This one is a large 8.5 by 11 with, I think that says cups right there. Look at that. Intentions and desires, and I love the thought that she puts into it all. It's just, it feels like every ounce of this, of all of her work is just made with so much love, and it's incredible. So, okay, let's have a flip through. I want to see these cards. So I'm gonna plunk my friend Fire over here as well, just as a little friend. I'll have the allow card out, and let's zoom in and have a look at the Gentle Tarot. This is my first time officially, so wish me luck. I'm mostly what I do when I do my first flip through of a deck is I want to see how it feels, and especially a deck like this, which is I know it's gonna be so intuitive. It's going to, I'm sussing out how I feel about it. What is my emotional reaction to it initially? So let's get in and have a look. The thing with the Gentle Tarot, which I think is what kept me from jumping on it earlier, is it's really its own thing. It's the 78 cards we're quite used to. So we're starting with cups here too, so not even the majors. But again, very intuitive, very emotional deck. So that makes sense. But it's definitely, it's the 78 cards that we're used to. It's the 4 suits, the majors. Arguably, one could say it's an RWS style deck, but I think it really does go its own way. It has inspiration from RWS, but it really kind of starts to, it's like it takes RWS further, and the further it takes it, but it strays from it. So it's kind of where the initial seeds of this deck were planted, were in the structure of RWS, but then it started to wander in its own direction in a watery, emotional, grounded and rooted in the earth kind of space. So these decks, they really arrived to me at the absolute perfect time, because there would have been a time when I would have said no. I would have been like, no, it's too different. It's not, doesn't have the symbolism that I require, right? But I'm really stepping into a more open and a releasing space, and accepting of tarot as outside of just a rigid system. It's still the 78 card system, but a lot of the esoteric symbolism isn't there. And that's okay. Arguably, in this case, it's good. It's more about the feeling. And it's about, like, literally the theme of this deck is healing the self and healing the earth. So we're very water and we're very earth. We've taken a lot of the air aspects of tarot, and we've kind of transmuted them into this healing, grounding tool. right? And that's what this deck is, I think, for me, going to be used for. It is a healing and a grounding tool. It's beautiful. The quartz are a bit different. So this, I'm just going to have a quick look at the quartz here. We had, what was it, seed? Yeah, seed, root, flower, and harvest. So it makes sense. And again, they're all animal energy, which is very different for me. I don't always jive super well with animal energy. And I think I'm going to say this is the type of deck where I am going to be chained to the guidebook with it. Especially for those court cards, because animal energy and I are not best friends, but that's okay. That is a me thing. And it's just something that requires more practice on my side. But I think it is really, oh, I like that. With like the undercoloring and then I like that card a lot. Oh, I like that card a lot. Yes. Really good. Oh, I don't remember. It was probably just about how, yes, we strayed from the harsh esoteric symbolism. There's nods here and there. There's layers you can find, but it's not upfront and super obvious, which one of the other decks we're going to be talking about today is a little bit more on the esoteric side, and you'll see when we get there. It's also both like hand-drawn, but you'll see. Maybe I'll compare the two of them. I feel like putting them side by side would be a good way to kind of explain what I'm trying to articulate here. But this is an emotional. And it's not super deep intellectually, but it's deep emotionally. It can be, I feel like there's different kinds of depths, right? There's like something is deep intellectually, where there's lots of layers of symbols and there's lots of like breadcrumbs of information to follow, and it's deep in that kind of mystery kind of way. But then there's emotionally deep, which is a deck that kind of like reaches into your heart and pulls out your feelings, right? And that one is even trickier. It's even more ephemeral. It's harder to kind of grasp, and it's going to affect everybody differently individually. Whereas like I feel like some people would be absolutely, this deck would absolutely sing for them, whereas I think with others it wouldn't. And I think it really boils down to everybody's deck taste. And deck taste necessarily isn't just tied to kind of what our preferences are, but it's also about how we experience life, how we shine. Do we shine in a more grounded and emotional sort of space? Is that where our best work happens? Or do we shine in a more intellectual, kind of logistic or literal space, right? And each deck kind of has its strengths and weaknesses in both, right? This is really emotional deck. Like, for example, the Hermetic Tarot and this are so polar opposites, right? Like, that is a purely intellectual, it's harsh and it's cold, but it carries symbols in a very abrupt and brash kind of way, whereas this really, look at that. It's soft about it, you know? I think it's beautiful. I'm so excited. Look at that star card. I like the reflection aspect of it too. And it's like she's about to walk on it. Is it frozen? Is the water frozen? Oh, I have so many questions. And then she's in. She's right in with him. I wonder, is there like a progression here? The tower. The waters kind of show up. And then they kind of calm. And then she gets in. And then it's a party. I just kind of like the idea of this main character kind of like walking a path right towards, I should be paying more attention as we go through the majors. Yeah, death kind of, we start again, which makes sense with our little rebirth. But like from Temperance on, it's like a little journey up to the top of a hill. Humans in the high place, am I right? The calmness. And I really like how, see, this is what I say about the symbolism being subtle. We have these two mountains here. One is black, one is white. We've got like the pillar. It's the essence of it, right? They're not really pillars, they're mountains, and they're kind of off to the side. They're small, they're at a distance, but they still hold the energy of the white and the black, the duality. But the moon casting its weird light on it, and then you kind of emerging from the waters of either the subconscious or the self to greet this darkness, this light and darkness of the moon. Lines are wibbly. I can't wait to get into the guidebook. It's going to be beautiful. And then here's the sun. Illumination, celebration, power, strength. Nice. Judgment is a snake. Oh, and look, we've got the shed skin as well. The world. Little cycle aspects of it there with the eagle and the salmon. Oh, what a bonus card. The Unseen. Oh, I like that. Oh, I want to read about that one. I have like, maybe I have a premonition about what it might be about, but who knows? We'll have to see. All right, and the stones. Stones are the pentacles suit. So there's your suit. Let's have a whiz through. 2 of stones. 3 of stones. Yeah, I feel like this has its own story to tell that's a little bit different than our usual Fool's Journey. Like, I really feel like it's still tarot, but it's like a cousin. 7 of stones. 8. You know, do you have a deck that's like that? It's like, it's tarot, but it feels like a cousin, like a relation. Oh, beautiful. Page of Pentacles, little baby deer. That is so me sometimes. Flowers in mouth also. Root of stones. I don't even know what that plant is. Unless it's coltsfoot. No, it's not. I don't have to look it up. Where's the queen? There she is. And thunders are sword suit. 2. That one's the front of the box there, and on the bag. And again, interesting with the swords being air for me. This one takes place underwater, so there's definitely some mixing together of elements as well. Okay, there's our lightning present. So I don't know, it's just different. It's beautiful, and again, I can like hear that card. Something about cards that take place underwater really, for me, viscerally kind of have an impact. Oh, there's a 3. I like that. Again, I like that there's not 3 swords and a heart. You'll notice there's no, our usual imagery isn't present. It kind of frees us from the shackles of what was typical, which is nice. There's a time for that. Sometimes I definitely need that. 5. 6 of swords. Whale. I remember the first time I saw whales, and it was by surprise too. I was in Mexico, and I was not expecting to see them, and I was walking by the beach, and then there's off in the distance, I saw one, and I lost my mind. Like, can you imagine just going about your business, not expecting to see a whale, and then you see a whale? And then later on we took a boat trip, and I got to see them quite a bit closer, and it just, oh my gosh. Like, humans, we are really just living on the earth, you know, which is such like a standard thing to say, but you feel it. You're like, oh, we're just like renters here, you know, like if the earth didn't want us, it could shake us off in a quick moment, you know. It's the 9 of swords there. That's beautiful. And the 10. Yeah. There's a lot of like, there's everything is the, there's intention, there's choice. The drawings are specific, but I need to know what they mean. I don't know yet. It's so new to me. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Flower of Thunder, Queen of Swords. I like that. I like the eagle as the queen. Or the flower in this case. And then the Harvest. And then our wands. Oh, is that? It looks like rosemary. I don't think it is. Maybe it's horsetail. I'll need to look it up. The plant. It's got like a rosemary-y horsetail look about it. That looks like yarrow. Yeah. Definitely unique. I definitely don't have anything like this. Wow. That one's beautiful. Oh, and the 7. That's a good 7. I'm partial to that 7. I'm here for it. Oh, wow, I can't wait to get into the guidebook. 9 of Wands. 10. Little cutie. The Root of Wands. Flower of Wands. And the Harvest of Wands. Okay. Wow. Sorry I'm taking so long. I just really wanted to experience and soak it in for the first time. So I'm going to give it a shuffle. We're going to shuffle it together and I'm going to pull a card. We're going to look at the guidebook real quick. I just want to see. Timestamps below if you want to get on to the other guys. But you guys know how I roll here. I'm a chatty Cathy. Yeah, no, this shuffles greatly, and I think once I get this broken in a little bit, she's gonna be smooth like butter. Oops. All right. I was literally just about to say, tell me about yourself, but there it is. Ace of Wands. Ooh. All right. Root of the Power of Fire, which I guess I need to forget about. Not that I need to forget about it, but it's not like in my brain. It's the first thing that like pops up when I see the Ace of Wands. But let's have a look. Let's see what Mari has to say about the Ace of Wands. So in our guidebook, which is wonderful and beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It shines. Oh, it feels nice. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had a really rough day for various reasons. And I'm not gonna cry, oh my gosh, but you know when like things just show up at the right time? It's like when the Heartwood Tarot came. It came right at the right time. And this has like arrived right at the right time. Like I feel, I don't know, just something like this is timely for various reasons. Let me just say, without spilling too much of the tea. Alrighty, here we go. So yeah, we've got all of the suits and the card numbers are at the top, so you can easily flip to a card. And I love how much there is to say about each of them. So I'm just gonna do a quick read here, and just see what the Ace of Wands is about. There is an abundance of creative energy inside me. I hold the key, and the door is open. So this is literally like, I remember I asked the deck, tell me a bit about yourself. And then there is abundance of creative energy inside me. I hold the key and the door is open. So that's beautiful. It is a great conversation starter. A great way to open channels of communication with this one. Ride the momentous spark of this Ace of Wands and own your power. This card speaks of courage, heightened enthusiasm, and inspiration. Inside of you lives a desire, a personal project, an old promise you made to yourself, or a completely new vocation or life path. What creations are incubating within you that are demanding to come out? Dream as far and as big as you want to. You are worthy. And then there's a bit about the reverse meaning, which we're not going to go into. And the art symbolism here, I just want to have a look here. Very much inspired by the Rider-Waite-Smith version of the Ace of Wands. We have an iconic hand in the sky. Instead, though coming through clouds, our hand is pushing through the cosmos, a spiral galaxy of endless, infinite creative space. The wands are wormwood. It's wormwood. I was wondering with these little spiky leaves. Artemisia Alescana, common wild medicinal plant. Wow. Oh, it does feel so nice. It does feel really nice. But I think, yes, it's, at least in the beginning, I'm definitely going to be a bit tied to the guidebook. Just to kind of soak out. I think it's not that I have to be tied to the guidebook. It's like I want to be tied to the guidebook. I want her words as the message with this one. And I really feel like with this deck, I'm really going to be using it in a specific way when it comes to certain types of readings, in moments maybe when I need to be more tender with myself, because I'm not very good at that. I'm a very harsh environment. My Virgo moon is a jerk to myself sometimes, you know? So I think, you know, those moments when I start to get a bit overly critical, a deck like this might just be the permission I need to give myself a little bit of that kind of unconditional compassion. You know, I think it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just do a quick before we move on. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, Mari, just thank you. I don't think you know how important this is right now. I just want to say, I know, like, things, some people say, you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm not sure reason is the best word, but it's so special right now. So I just want to say thank you. And it means the world. So let's have a look at these together. Let's do this. We'll pair my friend Fire with the Gentle Tarot. And keep in mind, this is a prototype deck, so the cardstock will be the same as this. And there will be more cards, but much better. Okay. Okay, the Divine in Me says 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Oh. Spicy. Yeah, it's so different. It's so different to anything, but it feels so nice. It really does. It's like a friend. I love these guys. They're still around. Oh, I love them. They've been following me around lately. A Comfort. 2 of Cups, Stop, and the Page of Swords. Oops. The Star, the Ecosystem, and the Emperor. Oh, that's a very interesting message for our trying times. Again, it will depend on the question, but I'm just observing weirdly. Things to think about. My Body, My Earth with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. And the last one, 3 of Wands, Vocalization, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, yes. Okay, so that is the Gentle Tarot. Let's just have a quick look at the other ones, just for comparison's sake. So that edition, I think, does come in the canvas bag, which is really nice. I do like a deck stored in a bag. And then the other one is this little tin guy, which is absolutely adorable as well. And I think, if memory serves me, it's matte as well. Oh, it's got little stickers in it. Oh, wow. So cute. There's our little tin. Yeah, it's so wee. Let me see if I can. So here's the standard tarot size. And then this little pocket guy in the tin is that big. So cute. And yes, this one does have the bling on the back, which I think the Kickstarter for the My Friend Fire will also have that on the correct edition. But yeah, all the same images. Just little, super cute. And I think there is a digital guidebook for these guys, or you can actually I'll pop this back on, or you can either get the big one, the tome, or a digital guidebook available also. So that's that one. And I think this guy is the linen edition. Yeah, an indigenous made hand-drawn tarot filled with imagery influenced by life in remote Alaska. And you really feel that. The colorful art inspires connection with our natural environment, open door to self-healing, remind us we truly believe in ourselves, we become powerful, potent beings. 81 tarot cards, 8 cards, with key descriptions and sample spreads. Oh, nice. And 5% of proceeds go to environmental conservation efforts, which she goes above and beyond. I mean, take this as a benchmark for what people can do, you know? So there's some opening and closing intentions right there. That's really nice. Good way to start and ground. If you're going to use a tarot reading as a meditation, something like that is a great way to get yourself into it. And this will work as a little keyword guidebook for you. So there's the majors in each of the suits, double-sided card meanings for you there if you just need a little jumping off point. And then there's some spreads, a little welcome card, and then yeah, and it's linen. If this one's linen, it feels so good. And size-wise, it's it's the same width, but it's just a wee bit shorter, than regular tarot size. So all of them are good size. I don't think anybody's going to have any trouble shuffling any of them. So that's that one. I just want to say a big thank you to Mari for trusting me with your work, and I'm absolutely so excited and honored to be able to not just share it with you guys, but also have the pleasure of working alongside this absolutely like genuine, soft and caring and sweet and loving, grounded and earthy energy. So if you want to know more about the Kickstarter, I will link it down below, as well as Mari's website. Definitely go check it out. There's only a day or two left, but she will be selling them. And I think the Gentle Tarot is available separately, as a rule anyway. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Like, immense and deepest gratitude. Moving swiftly along to the next deck, so we're not here forever. I also picked up the Yolanda Witch Tarot, and this one, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit. I wasn't looking. I was not in the market for another tarot deck. Obviously there was a lot, and I'm still working with that big stack from a month or so ago. But I saw this on Giselle's channel, Mad Witch. If you do not follow her, please do. She's a riot, a hoot. I love her so much. She's like my witch mom. She's in England, and I love her. I love her waffles and her rambles. I could listen to her talk all day. I would love to pick her brain. She knows so much. She documents it. She's like creativity goals. I love what the work she does with textiles is. If I could get my hands on one of her tarot bags one day, that is the dream. But I was watching her channel, like you do, and for her birthday, happy 60th, by the way, her husband got her this, the Yolanda Witch Tarot, and I don't think I would have really jumped on it until I'd actually seen the cards. So this is let's see, we zoomed all the way out, a 78 tarot deck, like we do. Rosie Bjorkman and Hans Arnold. And actually, I learned afterwards, Hans Arnold is an illustrator for the cover art for an ABBA album, which by like some weird little thread of the universe ties things back to other things. So I don't know, everything is connected, I guess. So like the more I look through the threads, the more I find them, but I've been finding them. Anywho, this is a cute and amazing little tarot deck. It's by the publishing is Findhorn Press. And something about, this is gonna sound weird, but the way this deck smells is so nostalgic for something. I don't know what. Yeah, no, it smells, maybe it's because it smells like the Dreams of Gaia book when I first opened it. But I'm obsessed with the way this smells. This book, this book is huge. I'm so excited to read it. It's been a while since I've been this excited for, like, mass market tarot guidebook. It does do the little 2-split thing, but I think like logistically figuring out how to get a deck and a book of this size in a sensibly sized box, I don't know. They haven't figured out the best way yet. It's not a good way, but it might be the only way. Here's a quick snapshot of the back. Pause if you want to read, but yeah, here's a little bit illustrating quirky cover art for ABBA's Greatest Hits album. I love that. But there's a lot of influence in this deck from a variety of sources. This is the one that has the sneaky esotericism. I don't know if you noticed. We've got our little camel, our little Egyptian lady here, but we've got Madame Blavatsky, Aleister Crowley, and the sweet medicine healing tradition of the Deer Tribe Métis Medicine Society. So like it's an array. it's a kind of syncretic combo of different energies, and I'm kind of here for it. With alchemy, witchcraft, esoteric symbolism, animal guides, female archetypes, and shamanic healing traditions. Like, this is all over the place. I'm so excited. So this guidebook is this big. It is so big. It's like 400, almost 400 pages long, and there's so much, and I can't wait. There's like, let's see, a major 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages for a major, and I think there's similar amounts for the minors. So like there's a lot to get into, which is super fun. I'm liking the look of this. This one looks fun. This one looks like something I just can't wait to sink my teeth into. And this one, as opposed to our Gentle Tarot, which is earthy and watery, grounded and emotional, this one's got a little bit more of that fire-air combo, the creativity and the and literal, like, the symbolism. Here's what the backs look like. They'll have to grow on me. I think I like them, but also something I'm like, but that's okay. I'll get used to it. Little dragonfly on the back with a little lady holding a solar disc. I like it, but also, I don't know, there's something. I just need to suss that out. But the cards, look at them. It's a bit of a chunky border, and I will say the cardstock leaves a little something to be desired. It's like thick and papery, but I don't like cardstock is not priority. If the images are good, I'm here for it. And I think with this one, sorry, I'll quit waving it around, the images are going to be good. So you'll notice immediately we've got a crocodile or an alligator. I think it's an alligator. If the teeth don't stick out, it's an alligator, right? Someone from Florida tell me. But yeah, and there's some thothy symbolism kind of hidden, but it's also it's I don't know, it's its own thing. And you'll see as we go along, we get a lot of kind of fun nods to this, that, and the other thing. Here's the magician. We have an elephant and a baboon. It's, and the wand, where's our wand? Is the elephant's holding it below. The sword's above. We've got a cup and the pentacles are on her dress. Like I don't know. There's things, and there's a crayfish. What? And the lightning path present. I don't know. I have. It's an adventure. It's a journey, and I'm really excited about it. And here we have our high priestess with our camel for Gimel. So there's a nod literally to the Hebrew letters right on here. There's a lyre, an arrow. There's many symbols. I can't. Yeah. And look at the pea pods. What? I'm not even sure what this is. I'll have to look that up. Looks like it might be rude. But I don't know, this lights my brain up. I love the look of this. And really, like, you can see like the pelican here. We've got like this creator has seen a Thoth deck, but also it's really its own thing as well. And we got a panda and bamboo on the Emperor card. But the ram's head's still there, the eagle on the shield. Instead of holding the little ball and like the cross, it's up there. Mountain in the background. Stars. Oh, I think this one's going to be a really easy reader too. I'm getting the sense that it's going to be easy. Like easy as in like snappy and quick. It's a middle of the road deck. It's fun and whimsical, but it's also a little bit thothy too, and I don't know if I have anything quite like this. So yeah, we've got our Taurus on the high priest. But elephant's still there as well on his coat. The triple sphere key, the crowns, little supplicants or cherubim, I guess, in this case. And who's this guy? And then the little tiny woman. And the lovers as well. I love the imagery of this. We've got our cosmic egg with wings, serpent energy here. There's a Kundalini serpent on. So there's two snakes, one snake, right? Love that. There's bees. There's an eagle on the masculine side. Our little arbor, little cherubim there. I don't know. There's just lots. It's beautiful. There isn't the priest that's marrying them, but. It's so curious. It's very animal looking as well. I don't know. I've got questions that I'm hoping the guidebook helps me out on, but they're good questions. And I really love this chariot card also. Like our black and white horse. We've got a black and white background with the stars, the crab. There's a cup. I'm into it. And we've got movement as well. Very cool. So yeah, this one I'm loving. Our full moon and our crescent moon, justice, the pyramids, a turkey vulture. Ostrich feathers, wings. Like it's good. This is good. Cerberus is hanging out here. No sperm though. There's a snake for a tail and a spider, so lots to go on. And again, I love the look of this as well. With the monkey and the snake. What's the third one on the Thoth one? Is it the Sphinx down at the bottom? I think so. The peacock's new though. Possibly. To refresh my memory. But we're not tied super tight to color because there's no purple on here. But that's okay. Lust, which we've called strength, and it's at 11. Yeah, strength is at 11. It's not called lust, it's called strength, but she's sitting on the lion in a la Thoth lusty kind of way. With little rabbits. Snake for tail, and he only has one head. He doesn't have 9. So. And then the sun symbol on his butt there. I love it. With the fertility. Snake. The fire is kind of the shape of the thing. I'm into it. I'm into it. Hanged man is good too. The flying fish. Head is hair. A little mem. Zonk. I think this is just so fun. Like, whoever made this was having a really good time. And whoever, obviously, Rosie Bjorkman and Hans Arnold were having a really good time when they made this, I feel. A little fish on the death card, of course. Their little noons. I really like this Temperance as well. It's been called The Alchemist, which is different from on the Thoth it's called Art. Occasionally it's also called Alchemy, but The Alchemist is interesting. I like that we've got this exploding volcano here, very Sagittarius. We've got the bow of Sagittarius as well. The rainbow, often associated with it. The Temperance card. It's a swan and a fish. I like it. I'm obsessed with this Devil card. As well, with the actual goats just like chilling. The pear tree, again, another exploding mountain, volcano. Symbolism abounds. There's grapes. I really like that. There's a lamp there too. Lots to look at. The Tower card, we have a serpent. Is it a serpent or is it just the staircase? Hang on. There's no head. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was a serpent, but maybe it's like a staircase going around, but it has that, you know, snake on a stick look about it, which we like. Black sun. These are heads down here. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And is this supposed to be Kali? I'm not sure. But I like it. The star. Some bear figures there. Like, what even are these? Oh man, I don't know. Oh, this just seems fun. This is good and whimsical. Moon. For labyrinth or some kind of maze down here as well. That's cool. The amount of fish in this are great. Little pixies. Definitely a different moon card. Never seen any moon card look like this before. The sun. We'll whiz through the minors because I don't want to spend too much time. But I just, like, given the majors the time of day, I think this is really cool. Look! Oh my god! There's a baby and he's still attached via umbilical cord. And there's a stork. I wonder. Like, I'm thinking ushering in the Aeon of Horus, right? Like, is that Isis there? I don't know. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. And then the world card here. The universe. Really beautiful. Yeah, I like that. Super good. And then we've got keywords on the minors, which is actually kind of nice. I don't hate that either. But I like how with this Ace of Wands, you've got a representation Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which is fun. I think there's some cartomancy on here as well, which is interesting. Two of Wands, so our Thoth keyword of Dominion, Lord of Dominion for the Hermetic titles, I think. Or are they a bit different for these ones? The Three. I don't know, it feels so fun. Like, when was the last time you saw a deck with a Thoth keyword that had that, like, childlike, cartoony feel about it? I don't think it's a thing. There's a Four. There's our four dudes. Hold on, it's not our four dudes. We have a ram, a man, an eagle, and a vulture. Oh, it's the ends of the I think. I want to go side by side with a Thoth deck just to double check, because that might be what it is. The ends of the other ones. Like a Venus Aries kind of thing, maybe. But I don't know. Oh, I'll have to learn more about that one. Refresh my memory a little bit. Yeah, 5. We'll whiz. But there's so much here. It's like there's secrets for me to find out, which is what I love. I love seeing something and then realizing that there's something about it that I don't know that I get to find out, you know? Okay, there's my 7. So instead of strength, because they named the major card strength instead of lust, we've got courage here, which is different from the Hermetic title, which is valor. Hold on. Victory for the 6. Conflict instead of strife. So we're straying a little bit here from them. Swiftness is the same for the 8. Oh, the little rats down there. And an owl. Oh, interesting. There's strength. Strength is strength still. Yes, because it's the 9. A Sagittarius as well. Very cool. And depression for 10. Ooh, that's a spicy one. Princess. Prince is in a chariot. Good to see. I would have put, oh, I guess. And then queen and king. So we got king and prince, which isn't my favorite combo. I would call him a knight. If you're going to put him as a prince, call him a knight. But I can work with it. And that's just a picky me thing, just with titles. When it comes to like mixing the court cards of Thoth and RWS kind of together. But like in my brain, this will be a knight. I think. Pretty sure. See what they say about the astrology. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Affection. Beautiful. Love. Yeah, that one's right. Gentleness for the 3. Patience for the 4. Disappointment for the 5. That one's right. That's one thing I like about the 4. Well, it's a fun one. It's a bit tricky. The Thoth keyword on the 4 of Cups is luxury, which takes a bit of mental gymnastics, but I do like it for the 4. But because patience, for me, gives a little bit more of like a 7 of Pentacles. But that's not all the 7 of Pentacles is, because the 7 of Pentacles has a lot of other stuff going on with it, right? So, interesting. I want to read about that one. Disappointment for the 5. 6 of Cups for pleasure. Sun in Scorpio. Also known as the Sex of Cups for reasons. Very good. The 7. Fantasy instead of debauch. That's curious. Ooh, fun though. I'm excited. I think this will read really well. Like especially with having those keywords. It'll be different. It'll be like fun and different. 8 of Cups, indolence. I like how we've left that there though. Even that one's almost giving more of a RWS 4 vibe a little bit, right? Oh, I don't know. Ooh, that'll be fun to think about. Charisma for the 9. Satisfaction for the 10. Princess. Prince. Okay, he's not in a chariot. He's riding. So questions. What's the king? The king's kind of in a chariot. So maybe he would be more of a prince. But then that confuses my brain. And then I would make that a knight. Which I don't like either. So we'll have to fuss that out. Or just let it be what it is, you know? King of Cups there. Or crab. Oh, I don't know. Ace of Pentacles. Birth. Nice. Change. That one's the Thoth title. Concern instead of works. These are so cool. Stability. Guilt for the 5. That's different. Generosity for the 6. Despair for the 7 instead of failure. Abundance for the 8. Gain for the 9. That one's the same. Success for the 10. 10 should be wealth. Success was a different one. Which one was success? Not 8. Not 7. I think that one was success. And that one was gain. Not gain. Wealth. But, again, different is what it is. But you see how different this is from the Gentle Tarot. It's like a whole different beast. Same 78 cards. A whole different story. It's like the same but different. It's that paradox again. Oh, I love it so much. Princess of Coins. Our earthy youngin'. A prince. Again in a chariot. With Taurus. Okay. Look at the little dudes. They remind me of like a kid's cartoon I used to watch. Conjunction junction. What's your function? That's it. Queen of Coins. She's pretty cool. And the king. Yeah. Pentacles. Ace of Swords is clarity. 2, peace. 3, sorrow. I like how it's not 3 swords and a heart. With a little spider. I like the spider is a recurring theme. I like that. Truce, that's a really good one. I like that. Little canopy. It's like the Chariot's canopy. Or in the 4 of Wands as well. Worry for 5. Which is the Thoth keyword for the 5 of Pentacles. The jostling of names, which is okay. But oh, science was kept for the 6. So yeah, that would have been defeat otherwise. Doubt for the 7 instead of futility. Distraction for the 8 instead of interference. Those guys are so... It's pretty clear though. Cruelty for the 9, that's normal. And then devastation instead of ruin. Alright. Princess. Love her. She's got a great hat. Prince. Queen. And king. Yeah, okay. So that was a quick flip through. By quick, I mean medium sized, because I am incapable of being quick ever in my whole life. So that is the Yolanda Witch Tarot. And I think it's really cool. I think it's going to read really well. As I said, like there's little differences that I'm just going to have to get used to. And I think, again, really trying to be in a releasing space where I'm like accepting decks for what they are, working with them like that, and like getting to know them on their own terms, which is nice. Instead of trying to like fit them into this little box that I want, right? Which is no good unless I'm making my own deck, which maybe one day I will. But until then, we've got this. I love the art style. I think it's just, it's cartoony, but it's also intense. And I don't mean cartoony in a bad way. It's just, it's illustrated, but it's also spicy, intense, dramatic, dynamic. Evidence of the human hand and human creativity on paper. I'm really into it. I think this is so cool. So that is one that I get to hang out with. So pumped about it. Put this giant book away. Maybe I kind of want to spend some time doing an interview spread with this one and getting into the book. I think I'll do a member video for it as well. If you're a member, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. I'd be into that. Okay, should we leave that there for the next one? Maybe. Okay, this last one is potentially kind of controversial, but curiosity reared its ugly head and I'm a cat ready for slaughter. So this is a deck. This is okay. My thoughts here are, let's look at, like, we need to know our enemy, right? Right? We need to know the enemy. So I wanted to see what it felt like to read with a deck that was made from AI. So I thought I'd give this one a try. This is the Artist Decoded Tarot, deck and guidebook, Jennifer Sodini and Yoshino. Yeah, it's a relatively recent one. I was compelled, the images made me feel weird, and I thought I would like to maybe explore this weird feeling that I get from it. And also seeing as how, and it's pretty, this deck is transparent about that it used AI to be made. There's a lot of decks out there right now, like the market is being flooded, like go on Etsy, the market is being flooded with decks made with AI. It's pretty clear, but it's being not disclosed. So if you're not familiar, you're not really used to recognizing AI, and it's getting harder and harder to also, but they're everywhere. So they're not being disclosed. This one at least is pretty obvious about it. Tarot card images, this deck were developed in collaboration between artists and technology. They were created in part by generative AI. So, and you see that a lot. Now, also, I will say, this isn't the first deck that I have that has ever used AI. The Odyssean Tarot, which I love and I talk about all the time, was also in part used by AI. But I feel like that one, I don't know, this one has a bigger hand. AI has a bigger hand in this one than with the Odyssean Tarot. But anyway, I'd like, as I said, this one, it gave me weird feels and I wanted to suss it out, just to see how it goes. So, I've already been into this one, full disclosure. I had to know. I did an interview spread with it. It yielded very interesting results. Okay, so these characters don't have faces, which is fun. It gives me that like ooky spook feeling that like the Somnia Tarot does, again, probably with the no faces. And that one, it's just photography. And also the Black Tarot, minimal faces, very kind of dark, ooky spooky for various reasons. So, but this one is more bright and dynamic and colorful and textured and has almost that like oil painted kind of look about it. So we're gonna get into it. This one again also has a bit of a book. It's not as huge and there's not as much in it, but I think it was justified in its size. Again, this is a lot of packaging. Am I gonna keep it? Probably not. It'll probably live in this and this will go on the shelf, but whatever, I can't fight with the packaging people. They'll package decks the way they want to. And I think they do it because it takes up more space on shelf, thus justifying a higher price tag. Not liking the way the pricing of mass market decks has been going lately, but I think it's because of all the flourishes, bells and whistles and whatnot. Because you know it didn't cost as much for them to make, like to pay an artist to not make the art, you know? You don't have to pay AI to make art, it just does it. Like, you don't have to pay them money, you pay them in energy and the kind of impact it has on the environment, which is a conversation also that can be had about AI and the energy required to make it, aside from just the way that there is non-consent for artists to have AI use their artwork in the generative process. But it's, I don't know, it's one of those like, it's like an avalanche and it's started to hit us, but I don't think we realize the impact it's going to have when the brunt of it shows up. Because like even now, more and more AI is popping up everywhere. I even noticed in the back end on YouTube, when I go to respond to comments, there's already an AI generated suggestion for me to click on to send to you as a comment reply. Which, I want to be entirely clear here, I will never use that. Like, YouTube is supposed to, like, I know it's supposed to be, it started as, sorry, this is going to turn into a weird conversation, as a social platform for, you know, people to interact and engage and kind of share the human experience from afar, right? That was the idea. But now if all you have to do is AI decides what you're going to respond to a comment with, like, if a stranger, you comment on someone's video and they reply, now there is a large fraction of a chance that that comment reply isn't even from them. It's an AI generated comment reply, but it's now removing that human connection element of it, which I think is really sad. Like, I don't like that. I feel like it needs to be disclosed. Like, if you were going to use an AI response, there should be like a little tick that, like, or a little mark somewhere that says like this comment was AI generated, just for full transparency, because I just think it's really ingenuine. So it's really easy now for creators to engage with their audience by replying to comments, which is just clicking an auto-generated comment reply, but I don't like that, and I kind of want to turn it off. So if I ever reply to your comment on one of my videos, you bet your butt that I wrote that and did not choose the AI option. Anyway, just an interesting side little tangent there, but just so you know as well, if you're noticing, like, I don't know, it's a weird feature and I don't like it. And like that kind of stuff is popping up everywhere. You know, AI to do this for you, AI to do that for you, which is great, but those are things that weren't hard for me to do. You know? Or like maybe if I had a huge channel it would, but I just like, it's for what? It's for the interest of driving engagement, like forming false relationships with your followers. I don't, it doesn't feel right to me. It feels ick. So we'll see. But it's, again, it's coming up to these, you know, how AI is being used in your life. How do you deal with it? How do you feel about it? And that's kind of like me playing with this deck, is me kind of like, you know, feeling it out. And especially in kind of a mystical tarot context of it as well, it adds an interesting layer in a way that like maybe this deck specifically would be a good way for me to work on my relationship with AI, or how to engage with it in real life, or how to have conversations with this artificial other in a broader perspective, you know? It's very interesting. Anyway, so again, just, this deck is quite clear about that, the use of AI in kind of as a collaborative effort in making this. They do talk about the Kabbalah in this, which is very interesting, which I like. I like that aspect of it. It feels very tarot-y. It does have a Golden Dawn sensibility about it, which I like, which is good. Effort was put into the writing of the guidebook as well, but at the same time, red flag goes up. Did a human write the guidebook? Or did it just do the art? Like, obviously, Jennifer Sogini wrote the guidebook, but But did she? I have questions. I feel like that this AI wave is fostering a mountain of distrust between artists and the consumers of art, you know? And like, is it there to be consumed? Is it there to be experienced? Like, what's going on here? What is happening, everybody? Take a step back. What's going on? Anyway, let's have a look at these cards. I'll show you. I think I shoved them in the middle. When I did my deck interview with this one, let's get Yolanda out of the way. She doesn't need to be here for this. Sorry, Yolanda. Backs are like it's beautiful. Like that's the thing about AI decks. You can't argue. They are beautiful because that's what they're for. The computer has decided to make the most beautiful thing, unless you tell it not to. You know. And I don't know, man. Anyway, makes me feel. We'll flip through a few of the cards. Let me see. Actually, let me see if I can find. Oh, I found them. I did my usual 3-card interview spread where I asked the deck, who are you? Who do you think I am? And how are we going to work together? Okay. Are you ready for this? All right. So the deck, who are you? Who came out? I got this. I got the devil. And it is like compared to the last couple devils we've seen. How do you feel about this? Look at him. Look at that devil. That, again, just reinforced some feelings I had, which is very interesting. They're complex feelings, which again, the devil is a very complex feelings type of card. Many layers, lots of perspectives. Can be good, can be bad, like all tarot cards as well, but, you know, very interesting though. Okay, but it's like, okay, that's who is this deck? The deck is the devil. Now I get to decide, do I trust this deck? Right? Is that a flag of a crimson hue? I'm not sure. Anyway, I kept on going. I asked the deck, who do you think I am? I got the Wheel of Fortune. Change, progress. Very interesting. And I do change. I change and I am the same. My mantra lately, I change, I am the same. I change, I am the same. But the wheel goes round. It can be related to time. It's Jupiter, it's expansion, it's all encompassing. Who am I? I am hurtling forth on my own timeline. Unable to be stopped. So, how will we work together? How will the devil and the wheel collaborate? And we got Temperance. I did shuffle these really well, to be clear. Temperance. The literal alchemy. The mixing together of incongruous states of matter. The middle path. That line between extremes. The great equalizer is the Temperance card. So, like, I'm getting that this deck is saying that when we work together, what we're going to do is, you know, mediate. We're going to equalize the extremes of perhaps opinion, Sagittarius card. Action is a very weird reading, I will say. And then when I got into the guidebook and I started reading what the, you know, cards had to say about them, and it does bring up the Hebrew letters for each of them and their relation to the imagery, which I thought was very cool. Yeah, okay. Ooh, okay. Let me just read. There's a little like a keyword section in the book about each of them. Let me read the devil for you. Devil comes after. Ein, eye, right, is the ability to see. It's also, Ein has a tie to salvation as well, which is very curious and very interesting that this deck, being AI, itself thinks that it is the savior of what? Question mark. Of itself, of humanity. Are they the same? Are they different? I don't know. More questions need to be asked, right? Saturn, Capricorn. Facing lessons and challenges of time with maturity and practicality. When this card shows up, it is not to be feared, but instead to be seen as a great teacher. And the keyword for it is releasing the chains of fear. So it's like, it's very interesting. And then there's also talk about giving away your power as well, which I think very much this AI is, like, honestly, it's doing. Giving up our power in a lot of places, not just our creative power, but just, you know, how much of our power are we going to give it? Question mark. Oh, so many questions. So much to do. Okay, let's hop over to the wheel and just have a quick look here. This was me, what the deck thought of me. The art of letting go, which is a very interesting keyword for the wheel. Like key phrase. I've not heard that one before. And the Hebrew letter is Kaf. Not Kaf, the back of the head one, which is the moon, but Kaf. K instead of a Q. Translates to spoon or the palm of the hand and represents something that can bend or contain other things while maintaining faith in a higher power. It can also be interpreted as representing our ability to control our destiny and steer our lives in the direction we desire. So it's like I'm in control of my life. Not this guy, right? Like there's a tension between these two cards, right? And it's a twist of fate or rewarding moment of chance. Pivotal moment of transformation is in motion, and for the better or worse, time is moving quickly. And then it talks about luck and destiny, cosmic influence, karma, breakthrough, etc., etc. And there's a little practice you can do with each of these, at least the majors anyway. So that was me. That was the me spot, which is kind of like a swirling bit of change. Not necessarily resistance to change, but it's very curious. Okay, and then we get our temperance, which was our little wild integration card over here, and its keyword is making sense of change, which is okay. So we had change, and then the devil releasing the chains of fear and making sense of change. So inner peace, serenity, alchemy, and tempered reason. The Hebrew letter is Samek, a closed circle, again, much like our, representing the infinite power of light and creation. It symbolizes support, medicine, and the renewal that can come from forgiveness, atonement, and mercy. You're being asked to contemplate a balanced perspective and find harmony between every contrasting experience that has led you to this moment. So like the deck thinks that we're going to work together in a really like we're going to integrate. We're gonna work your way through this. Temperance appears when we need to connect with the ideals of balance, harmony, and healing. It asks for patience and the ability to remain grounded through the passing phases of life. Keep one foot in and one foot out. Right? One foot in, one foot out. As we dip into the infinite well of cosmic wisdom. Yeah, I don't know. It was just very spooky. Super spooky. So that was my reading with this deck. I know, this card. I mean, it's nightmare fuel. It really is. I'll show you some more of the cards as I talk a little bit more about it, maybe. But I don't know. But yeah, I think specifically, it's a know your enemy type of deck. I think I really do. There's a darkness to this, and I don't know if that's on behalf of the creator or if that kind of seeped out of the binary computer ether from which all of this came. I don't know. There's lots to think about. There's lots of questions to ask. Not just about like the rights to art. What is art? Is it art if a computer created it? The ethical concerns, the environmental concerns, the monetary concerns, the idea that now, again, market being flooded by countless AI decks. Are we going to double back and start to have a lot more reverence for the more rudimentary hand-drawn art that, you know, if you want it done quickly, isn't as detailed? Are people going to be entirely discouraged for making masterpieces like Margaret Peterson or the Marielle Tarot that took like 10 years, each of them, to make? Because they're hand-painted and created with time and intention, a life's work. If something that can be whipped up in a couple of afternoons that makes as much or more money as something that takes 10 years of art, dedication, life experience, like what do we value? Do we just value the beauty? And is it beautiful? What is beauty? Is beauty in the intention or is beauty in the result? I have many questions. Good thing I've got a tarot deck that's right here so I can answer them. That death card, look at it. That made me feel things as well. That one. Like, I don't know. I have many questions. Good thing I've got a tarot deck that's ready to answer them. But again, I think it really, it's just a case of personifying the deck perhaps, but this deck being created from AI I take, like, the deck has intrinsic bias in it, right? In that an organism does its best to keep itself alive. Perhaps AI does as well. Who knows? I don't know. But again, many questions. But it's compelling. Like, I'm not in a rush to go out and get any other AI decks, especially right now. Like, I feel like this one's a good starting point, and it'll give me the opportunity to explore those thoughts and ideas in a weird way. And, like, I love, like, that kind of existential conversation is what I like to have. So having a tool specifically in that realm, you know, again, not making friends with the enemy, but, like, inviting them in, having a chat on a neutral playing ground. Let's see, what do you have to tell me? What do I need to know about this wildness that's coming? This avalanche that's going to slam into us right shortly, if not is already here, you know? I don't know. World's gonna be different, as we all know. World's gonna be really different. My goodness, but yeah. So that was one I thought we'd give a go. Have Yolanda over here, little sweetheart. Did I shuffle her yet? I don't think I did. No. And then the Mari decks, which again, it's so different. Again, the same 78 cards, but a whole different experience. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. I really quite am. So, speaking of the Gentle Tarot, I have some extra ones. So I think what I'm gonna do, let's move this out of the limelight right now. Presently. So let's put our Gentle Tarot up there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway for a copy of the Gentle Tarot, the spread cloth, beautiful spread cloth made by Mari, as well as some stickers and some postcards from the decks. And maybe, yeah, let's do it. Let's do the journal too. I'm feeling extra generous. The big journal, the 8.5 by 11. I'm gonna love shipping that, but that's okay. We'll do a giveaway for those. The way you're going to enter this giveaway is leave me a comment down below with a fish emoji. So I don't know what it is. Fish. Today is fish day. Today is a fish day. Death card for Scorpio. So yeah, just leave me a comment with whatever, you can say whatever, but just leave a fish emoji in it, and then go back and comment on the last video going through my friend fire, and then that will make you entered for the giveaway for the linen edition of the Gentle Tarot, bunch of postcards, bunch of stickers, and a spread cloth. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So thanks so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you greatly. I don't know why my rambly ass thought it would be a good idea to try and make a quick video. It never happens ever, but anywho, I had stuff to share and I wanted to share it, and this is the only way I know how. So that's what we're gonna do. I think with Mari's blessing, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I hope it goes well. I can ship globally. It would be great if you were in Canada, but obviously I know that's a limitation. So the States and Europe, we'll figure it out. And just, you gotta be over 18 and know that if there's a customs charge, that's another gift for you. I've paid enough of them in my life, I'm afraid, but it should be okay. I'll make it a gift, but just in case. I don't know how the UK does it if you're in the UK, but anyway, thank you guys for being here again. Really appreciate it. And another absolutely huge thank you to all of the members of the In the Garden of the Goddess secret member space. We have such a great time. I divulge all my personal secrets over there, as well as lots of other weird magic things that have been going on in both videos and the private Discord space. Lately, there's been some weird, spooky things that I'm still like trying to work through. Very weird. I got lots of like this kind of work to do. Lots of journaling to get out of my system. But yeah, so big thank you to everyone over there. It's a fun time, and I appreciate every one of you. You make these videos possible. Huge thank you to Mari for sending me these goodies to share with you guys. A big congratulations on her Kickstarter campaign. Definitely go check it out if you're interested in My Friend Fire. It's gonna fund in a day or so, so I'm super excited about it. I can't wait But just know my heart is so full. Thank you all so much. Genuinely so much gratitude radiating out into the world, and I'm looking forward to be able to give back a little bit. Hopefully this will be a theme, be something I can do more of in the future. So many big thank yous, and I will see all of you fine people in my next video. Bye!